TAFE Queensland SkillsTech is one of 6 TAFE regions across the state of Queensland. We are the largest public training provider of trade and technician training in the state. We have around 20,000 students a year that come through our doors, 4 locations in metropolitan Brisbane, around about 630 staff.
The biggest challenges that we had was in the relationships, throughout the organisation. We have an organisation where we do want to sort of be really connected. So while we were, successful in our business, there was that recognition that the culture also, if we wanted to take that next step and keep going in a positive trajectory, then we needed to look at the culture.
The decision to engage leading teams was an interesting one. From that very first introduction, we had Tim Ferguson, who was doing that session at this conference, was about culture, and that the culture of your organisation is defined by the behaviour that you walk past. And that resonated with me, and I think it was instrumental in us getting Tim in to talk to us to get a bit more of a feel as to, if we employed leading teams, what the journey was going to be all about.
Environment is everything, an environment of trust. And I think over the journey with leading teams over the last few years now, our overall trust in the organisation has improved dramatically, and that's a key, I think, is that without an environment of trust, any organisation is really going to struggle.
One of the benchmarks that we measured the success of what we've been doing with leading teams were the results that staff told us. One of the most pleasing results that we've seen in the last 12 months has been local leadership supportive behaviours have improved, and organisational trust was the highest across TAFE Queensland.
I would say the big standout for me is we spent a lot of time previous to our engagement with leading teams around event-based professional development. And in my experience, comparing it now to leading teams is chalk and cheese in terms of its effectiveness. This is not about an event, it's about behaviour that's sustainable in the organisation. It's beautiful in its simplicity as well. It's not about reading tomes or volumes of leadership books. It's about practical application, and that leads to a practical outcome.